Federal agents had taken Jenny hostage and forced her into a car, then drove toward the airport with the intention of taking her to the institute and discovering the secret of her agelessness. By now, the anxiety and uncertainty washed over her when the car arrived at the destination. Jenny searched for the door handle of the car in a panic when no one was looking for it, and when she saw the plane ready outside, it made Jenny even more anxious and scared. She then set her sights on the trunk of the car, and with a great effort, she lifted the seat and escaped from the trunk without a scratch. She ran home as fast as she could, knowing that the FBI would never let her go. She packed her bags, said goodbye to her daughter, and left. Since then Jenny has lived an uprooted life, changing her name and address every 10 years because of the curse of eternal youth. She has felt endlessly lonely and isolated. In all these years she never made any friends, and the only companion she had was a kitten she found. One day she was invited to a party, but just as she was chatting with her girlfriends, a figure suddenly appeared with deep eyes, a handsome face, and broad arms. The mature charm that the man exuded all the time charmed Jenny. Even though she had seen a lot of people, she couldn't help but sigh that this was the most attractive man she had ever seen. The man was also attracted by the girl's angelic appearance. Looking at the girl's face, he was unconsciously lost in thought. At this moment he seemed to think that the girl is his destiny. But at this moment, a girl in a colorful dress suddenly broke the ambiguous atmosphere. On the other hand, see the girl on the man's intimate behavior, Jenny's eyes cannot help but darken. Down at this time she felt that the man is only the kind of womanizer, playboy only. Perhaps it is afraid of love again. Jenny decided to leave early. Just as the elevator closed, the man suddenly rushed up, perhaps not wanting to miss the girl he had fallen in love with at first sight. To ease the awkwardness, Mike tried to amuse the girl with his witty remarks, which made Jenny giggle. Then, to lighten the mood, he began to ask about the girl's name, and when the girl said her name was Jenny, he said her name was as beautiful as poetry. The man's wit made Jenny smile, but even though Mike had made a good impression on her, she didn't hesitate to leave when the elevator opened. The man wasn't sure why Jenny had taken a dislike to him, so after some questioning, he realized that Jenny was still obsessed with the woman who had just made a pass at him. He then laughed loudly and explained that the woman's uncle was one of his seniors, and Jenny's suspicions were dispelled. In the face of Mike's crazy love, Jenny still ignored because she was not ready to accept a new relationship and also afraid of once again watching her loved one's old age. That kind of grief and despair is not acceptable to her. Then Jenny got into a cab and left. The next day, her daughter came to her mother to tell her that she was moving to a nursing home. The words out of the corner of Jenny's eyes could not help but flash. A tear in the eyes of the daughter has been full of gray hair at this moment. Jenny's heart like a knife. Perhaps even in this world's only family members will also leave her.